In 2022, our attention is laser focused right now on getting the billions of dollars that were allocated to the propane or made available to the propane industry to actually reaching the propane industry, right? So in the Federal Infrastructure and Jobs Act, which passed last December, over $7 billion is available for propane. That is a record, an all-time record for the propane industry. Now we're in front of all the regulatory agencies. We're having meetings. We're writing responses to requests for information. We're lobbying within the agencies to make sure that propane is included within the scope of what the agencies put out. Primarily, we'll go out to the states and other avenues to disseminate that money. So after it gets out of the regulatory agencies, then we'll go to a more local level. And we're working with state associations, working with clean cities coalitions, and working with industry itself to really get that money to drive propane and get that money used for propane. It's across things like school buses, transit vehicles, direct power for ports. There's a wealth of areas where propane can be utilized. There's a huge section for workforce development as well. So that is priority number one for the NPGA in 2022. We are also continuing our work with the states on energy choice legislation. We are working to drive the entry-level driver training program, and NPGA has a service called the Administrative Compliance Experts Program, ACE, that has been going gangbusters. It launched when the regulations came into effect on February 7th. It's going tremendously well. We're seeing a huge pickup across the industry of using this service. So, and we're looking forward to expanding that even more. So those are our priorities for 2022. My message to the industry is keep up the tremendous work. Despite all the headwinds, usage of propane is still growing. We went from 8 billion gallons a year nationwide for the last decade or so to an uptick to 9 billion, 10 billion gallons a year. And I think it can grow even further. There are a lot of great applications. Think microgrids, think direct power. There are all sorts of uses in addition to the bread and butter uses that we're working on. So I would say to the industry, keep up the good work. To the extent you have the bandwidth, please get involved. Volunteer at your state association, with NPGA, with PERC. The more you give back to the industry, the more you'll get out of it. The more networking you'll do. Come to the Southeastern Expo every year and just get involved within the industry and within these groups. It's a great way to grow your business, but it's also a great way to learn from others and what's working and what's not working to help drive your business forward.